Everybody, what the hell happened? 1st of December, we are here. December fever. We've even noticed it in the last 24 hours, the shift, the change. Let's talk about it and how it affects property.
Oh, good morning, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Mate, I'm in the good. I'm in the courtesy car because I'm getting my car serviced, and the stereo just pumped just then hard. It was bass.
That's one of the first things you've got to test in any new car, I reckon, the speaker. Every time.
Oh, it's awesome. Absolutely. And every time you get these courtesy cars, they just get better and better and better. It's incredible.
It is nuts. It's almost like having the brand new car. Just send your car in for service every month or so, and have like a week on, week off.
Just so you can experience the new car and the new smell.
That's it.
So it's changed. The world has changed again this month. Can you feel it?
I can feel it. I mean, with the storm of La Nina that hit pretty much all of November, and then 1st of December hit, and then Sydney weather was like, you know what, let's be sunny, let's be 25 degrees. What's happening?
It's nuts.
I can't put my finger on it.
Now, November, you're right about November. It was that La Nina, whatever it was the wettest month that we have ever recorded, I think, in 80 years.
Yeah, right.
It was the wettest month ever recorded.
Crazy. Just crazy. It wasn't the best, and it was a bit of fun at open homes and everything, carrying your umbrella with your directionals in the open box, but happy for good weather.
Now, guys and girls who are watching, yesterday was just a crazy day, and it's almost everyone just changed their whole pitch, we found, because it was like, oh my God, we've talked about Christmas for the last sort of month or two or weeks or whatever. It is December. We are here. Everyone had a bit of an oh shit moment yesterday, I reckon. Traffic was crazy in Sydney.
It was nuts. Traffic was crazy yesterday. It took me an hour and a half to get from Seaforth to Bulgola Plateau.
Even we're going through DY Cromer, it was just like, what? How do you reckon that's going to affect us, Zach? Because we know there's this major shift that we were talking about this morning that we're witnessing every single day we're going into properties. People are talking about moving out of Sydney.
Yeah. I've never heard or seen a bigger migration of people. So about this time last year, it was Christmas last year when all the city folk packed their bags and started moving to the beaches. And then from there, a lot of people around here, beaches, close friends of mine, families, they're all like, oh, we're going north.
Big time. And going north so happily, like people are like, and I think again it's part of this wave of change. People are going, oh shit, 1st of December, oh shit, if we're going to do this is our chance. So, I'd say probably the last 3 days I've had 3 or 4 people that I've appraised that are all saying, yep, we're out of here, and yep, we're going to go to Queensland, or we're going to go Newcastle, those areas. The big thing is they're getting rid of debt. And then the second big thing after getting rid of debt, they're keeping their same job. So, they got no debt, they got the same job, and off they go.
Well, for me, a lot of my kind of clients that were selling apartments in Narrabeen. So I sold 2 in the same block in Narrabeen, and both vendors have ended up moving to the same suburb in the Central Coast.
Yeah, right.
They both
it's nuts.
packed their apartment and moved north, and that's because they were expecting kids and they wanted more space.
Yeah, right. But the one thing with 1st of December, people are asking me now is if they've left the run too late. By the way, I'm picking up Jonathan Creek at the airport this morning, everyone. That's why I'm waiting for him to SMS me to collect him from T2. That's why I'm called the airport crew this morning. But people are the big question I'm getting, Zach, from people is that, hey, I've had 3 or 4 real estate agents through. Should I actually just wait until sort of after Australia Day? Couple of agents are saying that to me, or should I do something now? That's a very, very common question at the moment from people.
Yeah. Well, it is a good one, and it all depends on which agent, really, because traditionally during Christmas to New Year's time, it's actually a very busy time because anyone looking is serious. You're not putting kind of holiday plans on pause to not go out and buy a property. If you're hosting open homes, it's not going to be the people just walking down and having a look. They will be serious and they will have to move.
Well, as a buyer, you don't really turn that emotion on and off that you've got to buy a family home or a home. Like, it's there and you got to get it done. But Zach, I think it's something you and I were saying off air. I think, guys and girls, if you're selling your property at the moment and you've got that impulse to do a deal and you don't know whether you're going to put it on now or later, and you're talking to real estate agents, I urge you to ask this question. Ask the agent first when they are taking holidays and how long they are taking holidays for. And the reason I say that is that's going to determine the outcome of what people are going to say to you. So if that agent is taking 3 weeks off and going to Queensland, and you ask them, hey, is it busy during, should I be selling now or in January, end of January? Of course they are going to say sell in the end of January. That's the better time. It's just the logical answer. So I was with a lady yesterday and she asked me that. She said the agent said, let's do it after Australia Day. And I said, is he taking 2 or 3 weeks holiday? She goes, I don't know. I go, I bet you he is. And I bet you if you do go on the market with him, you'll get his assistant or her assistant for 3 weeks. Very, very important question.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a good question just to see the waters as well, and just put feelers out there, who's around, who's working. Because if that agent is away, that is a property that's an agent not listing properties in that time, so you got less competition on the market, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's right, and I think that's what Luke Moroney was saying. It's time to buy with little competition. So a lot of stock, now it's 1st of December, a lot of stock is leaving the market, sold, and it's not getting replenished by people because people are going, nah, stuff it, I'll put it on in Feb. I think Feb could have a shitload of stock coming on and not a good time to sell, but maybe a good time to buy.
Yeah, 100%. Because currently, as of yesterday afternoon, we were sitting at 632 properties, Northern Beaches wide. And that's 40 properties down from where it was sitting at Friday, close of business. So we're already seeing a small rate of properties coming onto the market for sale.
Yeah, right. That's interesting. Lisa Novak says, different areas, different personalities over the holiday period. The eastern suburbs of Sydney turns into a ghost town, while the northern beaches is bustling. She also says, she's got plenty to say this morning, it just it just turned from it doesn't feel like Christmas to it really feels like Christmas. That change happened overnight. Yep. Absolutely. And that's what today's session is about, just those fundamental shift and changes that we've seen on going from the 30th of one month to the 1st of the next. It's really, really changed.
It was just crazy. Like, I woke up the next morning and Michael Bublé just started humming in the back of my head. Like, it just implants itself.
Was that Lisa?
No. See, we play normal Michael Bublé all the way up until December. And then from December forward at the open house, it's just his Christmas albums.
So if anyone doesn't know, Zach and Lisa conduct their opens together, and she insists on Michael Bublé every single open house, and it goes to Michael Bublé Christmas. It's nuts. It does. So she's got more to say. What is she going to say here?
Zach has been playing Michael Bublé at open homes for years.
So, Zach, I think we've covered the changes that we're going to see, and we have seen even
Yeah.
already in December. What people are asking us in the industry. I hope that's helped people out there in summary, because I guess it's boggling around in a lot of sellers, buyers, tenants, landlords' brains. If you're a landlord and your tenant's moving out in your December, don't freak out either. Particularly if you're a Novak landlord, because we're open all the way through. It's only the public holidays that we're not operating, which is what is it, two or three of those.
Yeah.
And you know what? Interesting. We'll talk about the Christmas and New Year's both fall on a Saturday.
Yeah, so we get the public holiday in lieu on Monday.
So this year they're both falling on a Saturday, which means they're not going to be open house days. Traditionally, they have been in years past. But that's almost like a weather forecast for property that we just did.
Yeah, that means there's 2 back-to-back weekends of no open homes.
Yeah, which could make it a busy couple of weeks in between with appointments and stuff.
Well, I think the Wednesday open homes will pick up the slack, to be honest with you, because it'll be on school holidays or workplaces would have closed. So they've got the time, but the Saturdays are the public holidays, so they have to see the property. Wednesday open homes will pick up.
The biggest thing I want to tell you as well, guys and girls that are watching, the realestate.com and .au and domain.com.au, the highest volume of interactions, hits, swipes, views of any month in the year is January and December. January and December, those websites go off like a firecracker. What does that tell you?
That you've got more eyes on the properties, whether they're just browsing to see what's out there, whether they're vendors in the market looking to sell their place and they're keeping tabs on it, or whether they are genuine buyers looking to move in. It's the best kind of exposure, because if you get someone who's not really serious but sees your home on realestate.com, they'll send it to their mates who are genuinely looking.
Yep. People have got more time. So where it's counterintuitive, and sometimes people are going, I'm not going to put my property on the market, it's actually the opposite with buyers, where buyers are going, I've now got time, I'm on holiday, I've got a bit of time, now I'll go online and have a look. Now I'll ring the agent or inquire in the property because I've got time. So it's actually an excellent time to sell a property, and I think it's an excellent time to buy a property from the 1st of December till about mid-month next month.
Yep, 100%.
Giddy up.
That's it.
Thanks, buddy. Everyone have a great day.
You too. Enjoy the day. I'll see you soon.
Cheers. See you soon. Bye.